As DankPod says, have a drink. Welcome, dear viewer, to the squirt tests. I just really wanted to call it that. Thank you, Microsoft, for the inspiration. Today, we will be running 4 water tests on these 2 Bluetooth speakers. Test 1, how does the music sound after being submerged in water? Test 2, how far can these Bluetooth speakers squirt up into the air? Test 3, which Bluetooth speaker can swim the fastest in water? And lastly, test 4, which Bluetooth speaker can make the best vibrational patterns? The 2 Bluetooth speakers are the Soundcore Mini 3 Pro and the Sony SRS XB10. Super catchy name there, Sony. Yeah, that one just rolls off the tongue. Quick notes on the speakers. If you want a speaker that has an auxiliary input and a strap that kind of holds the speaker sideways for you, I would go with the Sony here. If you see, it's kind of cute how it does that. And if you want a speaker with a higher IPX rating and cool lighting at the top, I would go with the Soundcore, as you can see right there. Yes, mesmerizing, isn't it? With that said, let us begin the 4 tests. We are going to start off with the Soundcore with the submersion test. I'm going to play some jazz in the microphone for 10 seconds. We're going to put it in the water for 10 seconds right here, and then we're going to bring it back out, and we'll do the same thing with the Sony, see which one sounds the best. Let us begin. I think it's time for a drink, shall we? Completely gone. Can you hear that? I can't hear a thing. All right, let's see how she sounds. Good Lord. You sound a little bit sick there, my goodness. Sounds all right. Let's go on to the next one. Sony, you are up to bat. Let's see how you do. How about you have a drink? The vibrations feel weird. All right. Okay, Sony. Alrighty, for that test right there, that one goes to the Sony. Okay, back to the Soundcore. What we're gonna do is have a frequency sweep under the water. Whichever speaker shoots up to the highest on this ruler, watch me not use it, or squirts up to the highest, wins. Let us begin. In the water you go. All right, test completed. Let's see what you got there. I'd say droplets are around 9 to 8 inches. Pretty good. Now let's see how the Sony does. Let's give the Sony a drink. There it goes. Do it. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice. I think the Soundcore has beaten it. Yeah. Oh, no. Don't start off again. No. YouTube, get rid of that autoplay feature, please, for the love of God. But I think the Soundcore has won. The Sony only seems to go around 7 to 8 inches. Soundcore was around 8 to 9 inches of water droplets. So give it to the Soundcore for squirtability. Okay, now on to the swimming test. I'll play a certain frequency for a certain period of time, and we will see how far these speakers are able to swim with their speakers pushing them throughout the water. I will assist some of them as long so they don't like spin around. I want them to spin in straight back and forth. Okay, let's get into it. All right, the Soundcore, let's see how good she swims. In she goes at 70 hertz. Oh boy. Look guys, you don't even need to buy yourself a remote control boat for the Soundcore, remote control boat for your kids. Look at that. Yeah. Just buy a Soundcore speaker for your kids. That moves around just like a fish. I think we can say that the Soundcore Mini moves quite well. Very impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Okay, Soundcore, you win. You can start making boats now instead of speakers. So that's pretty dang good. I don't even know how this Sony's gonna compare up to that. Okay, I will be impressed if the Sony can even try and top what the Soundcore just did. That one moved like a complete fish. Give it a go, Sony. It's moving. It definitely got some interesting vibrational patterns there, but I wouldn't call it swimming. Yeah, the Sony does not swim at all. It is just a freaking anchor. This round definitely goes to the Soundcore. I don't even think we need to have it in here for it anymore. How disappointing. How disappointing, Sony. All right, dear viewer, I know you can't see me right now, but I am here. What we're gonna do is the pattern test. You will decide whether you think the Soundcore or the Sony looks cooler underwater. I'm just gonna go through a whole frequency sweep and you tell me what you think, like, oh, that one looks really cool, that one looks kind of cool, whichever you want to choose. Let us begin the test. Do you see that? It's making like a zit in the middle of the water. Look at that zit right there. Let's see that one more time. I'm starting to see sort of like a zit being made with this around like the really low end frequencies, because that's what actually pushes the water. Look at that zit. You see the zit? Ooh, look at that. That's interesting vibrational patterns. Look at that. So, if you think the Soundcore won this challenge, choose the zit, because it looks like it makes a zit in the water. But now let's move on to the Sony and see how that sounds, or vibrates in this matter. All right, let's see how the Sony compares. Whoa. Oh yeah, look at that water. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Whoa. I don't even know how to describe these patterns. Okay, now it's squirting. She's a squirting. Ooh, what is that? Look at that. Look. Can you see that pattern? That's actually really freaking cool. It's like around 176 hertz. We're not getting anything at the RTD tune. Yep, nothing at RTD2. Come it down. Oh, look at that. Yeah, at 316, you get a different one. Ooh. Wow. So literally, I think we're getting a way more bigger variety of vibrational patterns compared to the Soundcore. Yeah. This is just mesmerizing to look at for a long period of time. I think the Sony's got it. I think the Sony has got Soundcore beat for sure. I could do this literally for a good chunk of time. This is really fun. Can you make your girlfriend do this? Oh. Yeah. There we get to those weird kind of skin graphs. Ooh, yeah. And then it just disappears. It's not even a contest. The Sony wins. The Sony wins, guys. Like, it's not even a contest. It's got better vibrational patterns. The Soundcore only has the zit. Okay, dear viewer, what have we figured out? Other than the fact that I like to use Bluetooth speakers for something that they're technically not supposed to be used for, but whatever, it's fun. We had fun. And of course, I hate to break the news to you, it's a tie. Yep, boo me off. It is a tie. The Sony did a really good job of having it submerge into water and still sounding like a decent speaker after. It just beat the Soundcore on that. The Soundcore sounded like a tin can. Sony sounded way better in the submersion test with music. And then the vibrational patterns we got out of this, from low end frequencies to high end frequencies, we got a lot of cool vibrational patterns from the Sony, which was pretty freaking cool. And I think that's something to say for it, but that's the 2 points for it. And then for the Soundcore pretty much blows the Sony out of the water, literally, in the second and third test. So the Soundcore literally squirts better than a damn star. Like, seriously, this thing squirts a lot of freaking water, and really, I think it's because of the small holes it has up here, so it has to speed them through the hole, and it squirts up a lot higher, which is probably why it squirts so much. And it swims. It literally, you can put it in a tub and it'll swim around everywhere. Just like give it to your kids as a toy and like set it at 70 hertz, put it in the pool. They'll swim all around. So that's pretty freaking cool. One day I'm gonna have to test if I can get multiple of these and then just set them all to 70 hertz and then just have them like a race, see which one wins on it. But yeah, swimming test, squirting test. This one squirts.
It's the best squirter. It does the best squirting.
But this one does the best with the submersion test, so it's good if you want to have it in the shower and if you want to stare at patterns all day like I do. But overall, that concludes our findings here. One thing that I didn't know is that technically this version of the Sony speaker, I'm not going to say the name, but this version of this speaker is actually rated only for IPX5, and I put it in an IPX7 situation. It's IPX5. It's IPX5, and that boy is still kicking. If you understand your IPX ratings, IPX5 is not enough to submerge into water. So if you have a speaker like this one, don't do what I do. I'm not responsible if you break your speaker, but let's give some props to the Sony engineers. I want to give props to the Sony engineers for basically making a speaker that is supposed to be IPX5 rated damn near IPX7, because we submerged it a bunch of times and it still hasn't been broken. So gotta give it up to Sony on that one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you would like me to do this with any other types of speakers, let me know and I'll see if I can get it on the channel. Or if you'd like me to do this test again, I'll see if I can do it. Let me know your thoughts if you think the Soundcore was better or if the Sony was better in the comments. Like and subscribe, and cheers.